Okay, so a lot of people have asked me about the alleged 30-point list that Blake Lively claims to have created in 2023, but what she produced in discovery appears to have been created in 2025. So let's work our way backwards. At trial, her attorneys are going to go through the harassment, all open-ended questions. On direct, you cannot ask leading questions. The answer cannot be in the question. There's like a little bit of leeway there, you know. What's your name? Are you an actress? Like, fine, whatever. Okay. So at trial, they would go through some of the harassment that Blake claims to have experienced on set. And they would say, what, if any, documents did you create at the time to memorialize this, right? And she would say, I wrote down a 30-point list of everything that was going on set. Did you create that at the time? Yes. Was it your impression of what was going on around you? Yes. Right? You're laying foundation to not only get around the rules of hearsay, but to authenticate this document, meaning you're showing that it was created at the time and that it's your recorded sense of what was going on. So what date did you record this? Now, here's the problem. We have the metadata on the document she's trying to authenticate that says it's created way over here in 2025. And her testimony is going to say she created it in 2023. So you have an authentication problem. She cannot authenticate this document as what was created in 2023. So before you get to trial, knowing that's what it looks like at trial, you would file what's called a motion in limine. And you say, Judge, bar her from introducing this document at all. It bears no relevance to her claims because it was made well after she claims to have reported the sexual harassment. So it has no relevance to her sexual harassment allegations that she's making on set, that she claims that she made to the Wayfarer parties, right? And it can't be authenticated from 2023. In other words, the data shows us that it's from 2025. So if she tries to say that she created it over here, that's not what the metadata shows of this document. So you should bar her from introducing this document and make her testify off her memory, right? She can still testify to it, but she can't rely on this document. Now, there's something called refreshing someone's memory. So it still could kind of come in and it'd be it's kind of a juicy, little secretive, like Blake is testifying. Say the judge says, yep, this is barred, right? You can't introduce this document. Still, when Blake is testifying, she would be like, oh, I don't know. I don't remember. And her attorney would go, can I show you, would showing you the document that you have refresh your recollection? Now, there's some objections there of like improper refreshment because, again, created over here. But all that to say, you can ask the judge to bar something that cannot be properly authenticated. And for authentication, you need who created it, when it was created. Is this a true and correct copy? True and correct for documents, fair and accurate for photos, right? She can't pass authentication bar. She can't. So I'm hoping they file a motion in limine for it. I think it'd be just good, clean fun.